Step two is understanding your expenses, income, and budget. Now, spreadsheets come in really handy for this, but if you're not a to the number type of person, that's okay too. It's just important to have a rough idea of what you can afford and comfortably afford. If you're really not into numbers and you want someone on your side to help you with that, definitely get in touch with a financial advisor or financial planner who can help you understand exactly where you're at and help you meet your financial goals so that you can have everything that you're hoping for. Also, mortgage agents are a great resource because they're able to match you with a lender that will have great terms for you depending on your situation. So those are two resources that you can draw upon to really help you in the financial department and understand what your options are and kind of figure out where you want to be in terms of budget. So as I mentioned, there's a whole bunch of terms that come around when you're looking to buy a home. Now, these are terms that you may not have heard before, especially if you're renting. So down payment is one of those terms that you will hear time and again. Your down payment is simply the amount of cash that you are putting to the house. So this is free cash that you need to have available off the bat. Now, if you can't afford the house that you're planning to buy all in cash, then that is where a lender steps in. And that's when you have a mortgage pre-approval. So a mortgage pre-approval is simply the amount of money that a lender is willing to lend to you for the purchase of your house in exchange for interest. Most real estate agents will want you to have this before working with them because they want you to know exactly what budget you're going to fall within so that they're not showing you homes that are way outside of what you can actually afford. This is really important, especially for you, because you need to be comfortable in knowing that you're not biting off more than you can chew. And so understanding this number ahead of searching for properties is really important. Your overall budget is really important to consider as well. Now, you can't just throw all of your money on your house. You still need to be able to pay to move for utilities, for taxes, for insurance, a whole host of other costs that come along with moving that aren't necessarily at the forefront of your brain because you're kind of thinking about the one big purchase. So it's important to factor these three things in all together. Your down payment, how much you're going to be borrowing from a lender if you're borrowing anything at all, and then also any other expenses that you will incur throughout the process and in the months and years to come. So these are the important terms to understand. And you've heard me mention interest rates. I will touch more into that later. I promise it's not as difficult or confusing as it sounds. And so we'll kind of clarify that. But for now, we're going to go on to step number 3, which is viewing properties. And that's the fun part. So let's go.